Hi everyone and welcome. Today is Wednesday, September 29th. Today's the feast of the Archangels. Archangel Michael, Gabriel, and also Raphael. And today's probably a good day for us to take a look at the reality of angels. You know, the word angel means messenger. And the angels have messages for us trying to keep us close to God. And I wonder sometimes if we really tap into the grace that's available to us through these angels. And the archangels, of course, are greater. They're superior angels. They have even a more special role in the help of us as we grow spiritually. Saint Michael, for example, his name means one who is like God. So Saint Michael really has helped us to fight evil. We have that beautiful prayer, Saint Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle. You're fighting against evil in the world, you know. And in that sense, St. Michael's very much like God, like Christ, because Christ has conquered evil. The problem is we're living in this world in space and time, and this is still being worked out. But Jesus Christ has already beaten evil in this world. So sometimes we can go to St. Michael if we really need help, especially dealing with evil in our lives. So as St. Gabriel means God's strength. And Gabriel came and had some very important messages, and of course one to Mary, the mother of God, right? That she was going to bear the Savior of the world. Mary needed God's strength to say yes. She needed his grace. And so Gabriel's one that we can go to, and we need the strength of God to help us to choose God's will in our lives. And Raphael really means God's remedy. Saint Raphael would be the healer. And so we all need healing in our lives, healing in body, mind, and soul. We need healing in our relationships. We need healing in so many different ways in our world. So St. Raphael is someone we can go to for healing. And that isn't even to mention our own guardian angels. Are you in touch with your guardian angel? I think sometimes we think of these things as too archaic or part of superstition, but angels are real. I mean, God created the angels first, and the greatest angel was Lucifer, which means the light bearer, the most magnificent angel. And he chose to turn his back on God. He did not want to be subservient to God. And this is where evil, the mystery of evil, has come into this world. Now, however you understand that mystery, it is a mystery. The truth is, many things are mysteries. You know, we like to try to explain everything. What about the mystery of you being alive and me being alive? Who of us have chosen to be born? We have this incredible gift of life. And what we're dealing with in this incredible mystery, my brothers and sisters, when we talk about evil and good, we're dealing with the mystery of free will. If you and I didn't have free will, we'd all be robots. And every time we'd go to do something that's wrong, somehow we would be stopped by God. Well, what kind of freedom is that? So we have this incredible gift of freedom that we can do as we choose. We can choose good or we can choose poorly. We can choose evil, you know? And this is something that is very serious in our world today that I think we all need to latch on to. That I think it was Padre Pio who said there's a battle going on between, heaven and hell, between God and the devil, and the battleground is the human soul. And that evil, my brothers and sisters, cuts down the center of every human heart. So if you and I want to fight evil in the world, we have to deal with the evil that's in our own heart, and we need to choose well, to choose good. And some days that's easy and some days that's hard. So to be subservient to God and God's will is what the spiritual life is all about. The spiritual struggle is struggling between my will and God's will. And every time you and I struggle between our will and God's will, we will find ourselves in the Garden of Gethsemane. Just as Jesus said, Father, take this cup from me. He knew that suffering and death was right down the line for him. He was facing it head on, and humanly he was afraid. He was human. But then he said, your will, not mine, be done. And that has made all the difference. And so, my brothers and sisters, I think at this time of Father Benedict Rochelle, who used to always say that the greatest sin in the world is the sin of rationalization. That you and I can choose to do bad things and rationalize them. I'm doing this because, and try to make up a reason for it. We have to rationalize because we're doing something wrong. And so what we need to do then is call on the archangels, call on your guardian angel to help you to make good choices, to choose good, not evil, to choose God, not to choose the evil one. These are the choices we make every day. And keep it simple. And what do I mean by that? Sometimes doing God's will is as simple as doing the next right thing. And if the next right thing is taking out the garbage, then do it. But do it with love. If the next right thing is doing the dishes at home, do the dishes. But do them with the right attitude, with love. That's what God's calling us to. His will is not complicated. But it's letting go of the selfishness in our lives, that it always brings us to the cross. And some days we're willing to pick up the cross, and other days I'm not so sure. So maybe now, and kind of bringing to mind the angels, are you in touch with the archangels? Are you in touch with your own guardian angel, asking you for help to choose well each day? The battle is very real. It's a battle between good and evil, and it's happening right inside here. My will, God's will, every time we choose. Invite Jesus into your heart. Ask Jesus, Lord, help me to choose well and to choose your will, because that's ultimately what's going to make us happy. God bless you.